This is my submission for Project 2.0 in my AP Computer Science class. In this project, what we're doing is we're taking a single class and we're creating multiple different instances of the class, each with their own callable functions and variables. In my case, I'm using my class AES Toolkit, which is used for performing AES encryption. To demonstrate it inside my main from my AES tester file, the first thing I do is I create two different instances of AES Toolkit, one named A and one named B. First thing I do is I call a function that's part of A called key generated. This returns a boolean, true or false, whether or not A has actually generated a key or not. Then it creates a string handoff and sets that to A's handshake, which can be generated using the function generate handshake. Generate handshake takes an argument, which is an integer between 0 and 2, indicating how secure you will want your encryption to be. Then it tests again to see if A has generated a key, which is performed as part of the generate handshake function. If A has not already generated a key, it will generate a key automatically. Then it prints off what the handoff string is. Then it prints a line. Then AES Toolkit B is told to parse the handshake, which means take the generated handshake string of another instance of AES Toolkit and extract the key that's stored inside it for itself. Then it uses a function getKeyBytes as a part of B to find out what key the B has stored. Then it prints another line. Then it takes a message string, message here, which is a long enough string, then prints out the string as bytes encoded using UTF-8, encrypts the bytes using toolkit A, prints out the bytes, then decrypts the bytes using instance B, then prints out the decrypted bytes, then takes the decrypted bytes, converts them back into a string, and prints that back out at the user. To show this working, I can tell my IDE to run this tester file. If we look at the output, you can see it's consistent with what we're expecting. Firstly, it prints false because A hadn't generated a key, and it prints true, then it prints out the handshake string, then it prints out the key, then it prints out the string as bytes,